Hi, it is I, Goddess Cheryl of the West. Happy Truth Seeking Tuesday. Truth. Today's mental moments. What we're gonna be talking about is anti-Semitic. What is anti-Semitic? According to dictionary.com, anti-Semitic is hostile to or prejudice against Jewish people. And when you say some anti-Semitic shit towards Jews in the United States of America, shit gonna happen to you. My question is, why do shit happen to you if you what they call anti-Semitic? But if you are anti-Alkebulan, aka black, if you be hostile to a black person or prejudice against the black people, shit don't happen to you. But if you are hostile to or prejudiced against the Jewish people, shit happened to you. Something is seriously wrong with this picture. If people can literally think it is okay to be hostile to or prejudiced against Alkebulans, aka black people, it's okay. Nothing happens to you. Police continue to kill, and I'm not talking about all police. Now, you know what police I'm talking about. But the police system as a whole continues to be hostile to or prejudice against the Alkebulan, aka black folk. Why shouldn't it happen to the police officers? Why ain't shit happening to the police officers? I mean, every time. Why ain't shit happening to them? Anti-Semitic, hostile to or prejudice against Jewish people. Okay, let's change anti-Semitic to anti-Alkebulan. So, anti-Alkebulan. So, when you be hostile to or prejudice against the Alkebulan people, then shit need to happen to you. In this country, if you are hostile to or prejudice against the fucking Chinese people, they got an anti-hate law out for them. But if you are hostile to or prejudice against black folk, aka Alkebulan, why shit don't happen to you? Something, again, is wrong with that picture. Mental moments. Boy, is that a mental moment for me. Do I have to get myself together, control my emotions, so I will not go off and do some cray-cray. Because this land of America that we live in, she's supposed to be fair. But she is not fair towards the Alkebulan. She is not fair towards the group of people that built her. She is not fair to the Alkebulan. Okay, granted, we do need to do some shit to get some shit together. And it's possible. I know that it's possible. Even though it's hard as hell. Oh, my computer turned off. I was like, what is going on with that? Okay. Even though it's hard as hell. But we can do it. For my mental moments, what I'm talking about today is this. Ponder this. Anti-Semitic, hostile to, or prejudice against Jewish people. Let's change this word right here, Semitic, to Alkebulan, or black folk. Hostile, anti-Alkebulan, anti-black is when you are hostile to or prejudiced against black people. Okay, America, what we gonna do to people that are anti-Alkebulan or anti-black? What are we going to do to people when they are hostile to or prejudiced against black folk in this America? Now, the Jews, with the Holocaust, they went through some stuff. I'm not denying that. That's real. That's history. They went through some stuff, but guess what they did for them? They received reparations, right? And when a group of people receive reparations, all you're doing is righting a wrong. A wrong happened to this group of people. They gave them some finances to right that wrong. Alkebulan had a wrong done to them. America has not even apologized to Alkebulans yet. And they don't even want to right the wrong, to give reparations, to give us something. I think I heard Fred Price say this one time. Fred Price talked about monopoly. He liked monopoly. You know how monopoly, you get money, $200 to start, right? You try to build, get properties and things like that. Now, the black man, the Alkebulans, we never got $200 to start. Everybody got $200 to start except for us. They didn't give us money to start to play the same game. But we supposed to go out here and win. But how's we gonna win? And we just so resilient and we all that in a bag of chips that even with no money, we still been doing some things. However, this is psychological warfare. So they said, okay, you free. As soon as they said that you free, they went right into motion to start some other shit that was hostile to or prejudiced against the Alkebulan black people. They were being anti-Alkebulan black against the black folk. But ain't shit happened to them. But if you say some shit about Jews that they feel is hostile or is prejudiced against the Jewish people, shit happened to you. Look what's going on now. Look what's going on now with Kanye West or whatever. Kanye West, Ye, or whatever his name is, and Kyrie Irving. And people in the past that said shit that they felt, even Whoopi Goldberg, that they felt that was hostile to or being prejudiced against the Jewish people. What about anti-Alkebulan? What about the people that are hostile to or prejudiced towards Alkebulans? Why don't shit happen to them? We got a whole system that is hostile to or prejudiced towards the Alkebulan. The fuck is wrong with that? That's fucked up. But this is the reality that we live in. A person can have their whole fucking livelihood taken away from them just because somebody in the Jewish community think that you are being hostile towards them or prejudiced against them. Then your whole life can be fucked up. But check this out. The Jews, they try to act like, well, from stuff that I've been looking at, the Jews own a lot of shit. We just gonna talk about the music industry. They own a lot of shit in the music industry. They encourage black folk to be hostile towards each other, to even be prejudiced towards each other. They promote that. In order for them to get deals, record deals with the rap people, they promote it. So why is the Jewish people promoting that shit in the black community? Is that not being hostile to or prejudiced towards the black community, the black people, Alkebulan? Why is it okay for the Jewish people to do that? Why is it okay for the Jewish people to do that and shit don't happen to him? And if you say something that community feel like is hostile to or prejudiced towards, then your whole life can be fucked up. That's fucked up. And my mental moments is this. Alkebulans, keep your heads up. It's tight, but we can get through it. We can get through it, but we're going to have to come together some kind of way. We're going to have to come together and make a change. We got to make a change in our own lives because obviously these people ain't, because look at this. Anti-Semitic, hostile to or prejudice against Jewish people. Let's just change Semitic to Alkebulan. Now, the reason I call myself an Alkebulan is because of this right here. It's just so much information out there. It's just unreal. But this is the information that I'm rocking with right now. Okay? The truth. Because this, after all, this is Truth Seeking Tuesday. Again, it's a lot of information out there. Me, I'm rocking with this. This is Truth Seeking Tuesday. I am not black. I am not an African American. I am a Alkebulan. What a Alkebulan is, and that is saying that I am connected to and I'm acknowledging my ancestors, which is the ancient Egyptians. Now, Africa's name used to be Alkebulan, right? A white dude whose last name was whose last name was Africanus, changed the name of a whole fucking continent. A white dude from Alkebulan to Africa. So that's the AKA the name of today, Africa. That right there was fucking hostile to or prejudice against a fucking Alkebulan people. But that's okay. It seems that you can be hostile to or prejudiced against Alkebulans, ain't shit gonna happen to you. But if you be hostile to or prejudiced to Jewish people, then your whole life can be fucked up. That is fucked up. So, this is my message to you. Stop Alkebulan hate. Stop Alkebulan hate. Stop Alkebulan hate.